Hello everybody, I am Serta and welcome back to Planetcrafter, the Toxicity DLC, and it looks like we're in the final stretch with this one. So, a couple of things I want to do today. First, I want to get some animals set up. I want to move these domes into better positions. I want to make sure that we have the deliverables for the end game and probably run through all the possible endings. And then finally get off this planet and decide where we're going to go from here. So there's a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. Our terraformation is almost complete. We're at 96.15%. We're at 6.31 TTI. Everything is just going very well. This playthrough has been pretty compact. There's a lot in this DLC, many hours, definitely a very good one, and this map is absolutely amazing. Really, the transformation from the beginning has been something unreal. But yeah, not as big as Prime, but bigger than Humble. Been very good. As far as our toxicity goes, we're at 928 GPU. We're going to get the Detox tree seed very soon, so we'll throw a couple of those in. But first, let's sort out some mammals. So there are a couple of machines that we're going to need, and those are these two. Genetic extractor, I'll pin that, and then the genetic synthesizer. I have all the stuff for it, so let's do that. And with a T4 mutagen, I think that is everything for both machines. So we can head upstairs, and I'm going to put them in my DNA area. So we'll put the genetic extractor down over... Actually, you know what? Got lots of space in here. Yeah, let's just put it over here. Okay, so that's that in, and then we can get the synthesizer. Ah, I forgot to pick up a blazer. All right, I have it now. So let's put this in right next to it. So if you haven't done this before, you can go into the genetic extractor and you'll see recipes to get certain traits. And you can use stuff that you've collected around the map or stuff that you've made, and you can just grab those traits. So for example, I've been collecting a whole lot of butterfly larvae. Where are they? Right here. And these are kind of low level ones. So I will grab a few of each color. Oh boy, I nearly died. Well, that's fixed. So I've got some butterflies, and I can come over here and I can just shove them into this and extract. And it's going to take a moment, and it will extract all of those traits, and we'll be able to pick them up. Now, I have collected traits from all over the map. Obviously, the colors are a problem because we don't have many of those. So we've got different species that we can do. I've got everything up to species 4, but there is a species 5. I can't remember if there's a species 6. Anyway, that doesn't matter because we're still going to make some animals. We've got different sizes, different luminosities, so the luminosity is how they glow at night. And there's variations and patterns and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so back in here, there's the traits. We can take them and queue up a few more. And what we're getting out of here are the colors. Color A's mainly. So we're going to need to go in here and have a look at how we get color B's. And it looks like we'll get color B's from Arema, Tusker, Nulna, and the other flowers. Okay, so I have got some of those. So we can grab some of those out. There's some Aremas as well. Volnus. Yeah, we've collected a few of those. So yeah, it is worth collecting flowers. Obviously, you don't need that many, but it is worth collecting them when you find them in boxes. We get bioluminescence 1 from golden seeds. I wouldn't waste my time unless you don't want glowy animals. So we can take those traits out and then chuck a few of these in. And I'm just going to finish up with all the traits that I've got. So basically you want to build your animal DNA over here, and the compulsory ones are your species, your color A, and your color B. After that, the rest of these are not really needed, but it's nice to have because you can get more variety using these ones. So you need your skin pattern color, your skin pattern, your variant, your bioluminescence, and your size. Now, pattern color is another area I might have a bit of a problem. I'm not sure if I've got pattern color. Let's go and have a look. Oh, skin pattern color comes from frog eggs, something that I do not have. All right, well, I'm not going to go and set up all the frog things for this, but the new frog eggs, they don't give you anything. I might have picked up some of them. Anyway, we've got all of these now. Oh, I've got some more that I can chuck in. Extract those. Let's go and see what we've picked up. Yeah, we've got a skin pattern color for a couple of them. Oh, that's cool. At least there'll be a little bit of variety. I am going to transfer all of these over, collect the last of these, and now we can start building an animal. So I'm going to go for a variant 3 and a variant 2. And let's just drop a couple of those colors off, do that sorting. Okay, so, sorry, I mean species 2 and 3. Then we've got color A and color A, then we're going to need color B. Let's grab one of those and one of those, because we're going to do 2 animals for a start. So we've got color A, we've got species, we've got color B. That's all we really needed to make a mammal. Oh, and by the way, these frog eggs that I picked up in the portals, the Jumi and the Legus, they do not count. So if you try and put them in here, you don't think you get anything out of them. Yep, it's saying no. So yeah, just so that you know that. And I've got a whole bunch of those. All right, let's look at the other things. So so we've got skin pattern. I'm going to go with a skin pattern 4 and a skin pattern 5. We'll go for variant to, let's say, variant 4 and 5. Bioluminescence, you want them to glow, so no point in going less than 10, but yeah, the others work too. And then size, well, we want big ones, so we're going to use size 5. That should be enough to make 2 animals. So let's start off with species 3. We'll do that color and that color. We'll do that skin pattern. Oh, there's one thing I didn't pick up was the pattern color. That's these 2. All right, drop that in. There's the variant, the bioluminescence, and the size, and synthesize. And there we go. We have our first creature DNA. Super. And then we can just chuck this in, and we now make another one. So there's 2 animals, 2 mammals in test tubes. Now for this to work, we need to build a little bit more. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a machine over here to make T1 animal food. So we need common lava, which we're making. We need honey and we need beans. And with any luck, it starts getting made. All right, so we can set this to supply. Make sure that we're doing okay on the common lava. Yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, we could be doing better. I'm setting this up in a bit of a higgledy-piggledy way. So we're going to need 2 more things. Animal shelter and an animal feeder. So I'm going to pin the animal shelter first and go and collect all the goods. Right, I have everything that I need for the animal shelter. I am going to pin this one, which is the animal feeder. And it has some common elements. So we'll grab the silk. We'll grab a circuit board, some plastic. And the last thing we need for that is a bit of honey. And there it is. Now I just need to decide where I'm going to put these chaps. And I suppose we can put them in this area and then sort of freak them out every time we launch a rocket. Or we could have them over here. I think over here is nice. So animal shelter. And we'll pop it over there. There's not much grass here. Anyway, that's fine. And then we'll build the animal feeder. Oh gosh, I forgot the water. Right, I have the water. Sun's coming up. And we can drop this in here. Now, we could have multiple animal enclosures, but each animal enclosure can handle 5 animals. First thing I'm going to do here, you can see that this animal feeder supports that, but I think it supports more than one, so that's fine. We'll get this to demand. We can do tier 1 and tier 2. I'm not going to make tier 2 food. Well, maybe later, but no, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this episode. All right. Food has been delivered. Good. Let's load up our animals. And just like that, we have animals. And I somehow keep making a pinky. We've got, we'll call this one Bocky, you know, the green and gold. That is a world champion for sure. Look at the size of that guy, and it's still a baby. All right, pinky's in there. Cool. So that's the mammals sorted out. Done. And while we were doing that, we completed terraformation. Look at that. Basically, we're done on this planet. How are we doing over here? Oh, look at that. We're very close. So let's hop over to our purification works and go and see if we've got everything that we need. Oh yeah, I can stop making the shell packs now. That'll take a load off my system. So let's, I'll just deselect that completely. These packs, we can deselect this completely now as well. In fact, we don't even need the shells because they're kind of useless to us. So I'll stop making those. And the balm as well. If there was, where's the balm? If there was a way to sell these, then I'd carry on making them. But Yeah, apparently not. Maybe that'll come someday. But that'll just let all the other stuff recover. Not as if I need it, but yeah, there it is. Right, I'm going to head over this way. I'm going to put a storage chest up over here. So T2 locker, we'll put it at the bottom of the stairs. No, we can't put it there. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to call those happy endings. And then I'm going to go and grab what I need for the endings. As per the messages, we needed 25 of each. Right, so we've got the 25 artillery shells. I'll go and drop them in that box. Those are in. And then I'll go and get the bomb packs. And we have 25 of those. Okay, so good. We got the stuff to do the commercial deals or corporate deals or whatever they are. And I'm thinking that by now we must be pretty close to the 1000 GPU for the pollution cleanup. So we are at, oh yeah, we're very close. Just to check the power screen. T3 tree spreaders, I've got 9. Yeah, 3 of them are here, which means 6 of them are down the other side. That means I can build 2 more. So let's do that. I'll go and collect all the goods for it. So we're going to make 2 of them. And there you go. We've unlocked the Detoxo tree seed. Awesome. Right, let's head upstairs and go and see what the recipes are for those tree seeds. In here, there it is. Okay, so purification, gel, T4 mutagen, and tree bark. That's not too bad. And now that I have the tree spreader components, I'll just select that and then we can go and make 2 of those. So T4 mutagen. I have to run over to this building to get the purification gel. A couple of those. And I didn't pick up the extra tree bark. So that's them. Now trees do take a little bit of time to make in the DNA manipulator. I'm going to make them over here and research. Yep, it's working. And we'll put the other one on. Perfect. These 2 are operating. Fantastic. So now I just have to wait for those seeds to get ready. And while we're waiting, let's go and check up on our mammals and see how they're doing. Guys, hello. There you are. So this one's growing. Growth 36%. Where is Pinky? Can't be difficult to spot. Oh, there you go. Hello. Look at you. Aren't you a cute little guy? So yeah, if you hover over it, you can see all the stats. So if you ever want to copy it, yeah, screenshot that and you can make a whole bunch of those if you like. Anyway, these are looking good. We have mammals. And there will be mammals on the map. I've found a couple of places, but there'll be more. There'll be spots of them all over the place. And you can go and pet them and pick up DNA. Actually, that reminds me. Can I pet you yet? Yes, I can. And I pick up genetic traits and what did I get? There you go, skin pattern, color, and bioluminescence. Cool. Right, by now we must be fairly close on those trees. Let's pop upstairs and go and have a look at them. What do we got? 96%. Perfect. So we've already seen those trees. We know what they look like. It's just nice to have them. There you go, 1300% multiplier. And another one. So I think I have everything that I need. Yep. Let's quickly go out to our tree area. And the closest place to that is the osmium mine. And that's right here. And there's all our stuff. Now we're going to add on to this. As you can see, we've got these detoxo plants all over the place here, but I don't know if... Oh, look, animals, and there's a whole bunch of them. So got to go and pet them all because we are very friendly with the local wildlife. And yeah, they are found... Yep, this is where they all are. So let me find a gap and hopefully I'll be able to build a couple without too much of a problem. So, yep, we'll put one there and... What did I forget? Ah, you kidding. Hang on a second. I thought one of them was a T1 fertilizer. Alright, well, I'll be back. See what I like about these golden type trees is that you can walk under them and you can get to where you're going pretty easily. They don't block you, but they also have a good multiplier. Alright, I'm back with the correct stuff. I'm going to just build this one over here because it's a bit of a pain to get through all of that. Put that over there and then go and find my tree spreaders. And there's the other one. Those are all in. Good. Okay, and everything is in range. And just to be sure, yep, there you go. We are getting the 3800%. Good. So, a lot more plant stuff coming in now. Man, these little ecosystem type things, the standard ones, yeah, come with a couple of resources. Aluminium here. I saw the other ones had super alloy, the ones up by that tungsten mine. It's got some sulfur. Oh, nice little assets. They just come in and add a little bit extra to the environment once you've terraformed. All right, back home we go. And I've picked up some more color A's, skin pattern colors, variant, size, and another color A. So cool, I can just go and drop those off in the traits box. There you go. Now, if I want to make more animals, I have the stuff that I need to do it. So that moves us on to the next item. I have the extraction platform. It's already built. Now we need the extraction rocket, and I just need to pop out there and go and confirm the materials that I need for it. Extraction rocket is that one. We'll do Interplanetary after we've done the endings, I suppose. And the last thing is the obsidian. Good. So that is done. Yeah, I do want to try something. Get the artillery shells. If I put artillery shells in here, what does it tell me? No, nothing. Like if I put an engine in there, then it'll tell me, yeah, current inventory value is 13. But the rockets don't give you an inventory value, so they don't have any value. Anyway, up we go, and we're going to build the extraction rocket, and there it is. Looks just like the pod we arrived on. So if we go in here, and we click on the interface, we can leave the planet without completing any business partnership. Okay, so that's one option. But we come down here and we grab all the bomb, and we come back and we plug that bomb into there. Now it gives the option. So we can leave the planet by completing the Astra business partnership. Cool, we could do that. And I reckon, well, with a quick look around, damn, this planet's nice. Anyway, let's do this one and see what the ending looks like. So we can just click on that and we'll have a cutscene. Oh, we're not going to another ship. I was hoping that there would be some kind of weird ship floating above us. But no, we're just flying straight up in the sky. Thanks for working with the Astra. Together we provide pure medicines to the whole universe. Okay, good. So, we're working for Big Pharma. We turned a toxic planet into a new hope for unwell people. Hope is the most important thing there is. It gives us a reason to fight for our future. Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's that. No, it's not. The Astra family was happy to work with you and wish you a pleasant life. Right, is that it now? It is. But that's not the end. Because I can load back in, take all of that out, go and drop it back in the box. I did save, but I'm not sure you need to. And then we'll take the artillery shells and hop up in here, drop the artillery shells in, and we should have the other company now. Yep, Detox. And we're going to leave using this one. So this is our military contractor or whatever it is. Thanks for working with Detox. You are required to keep this business partnership secret. Okay. Our technologies provide protection for everyone across the universe, as hope can't grow without a good defense strategy. Peace is but a fragile illusion. The price of security is eternal vigilance. Because of you, the universe is now a more secure place. Well, there you go. And I've jumped back in, and we can offload now. Now, it seems that it saves, because I didn't save after I put the shells in. So it seems that it does save before you leave. Which means that we have one more ending to have a look at, and that is the one where we go, nah, I'm not supporting the military-industrial complex or Big Pharma. I'm going to leave the planet without completing any business partnership. Bye. Congratulations, you have successfully terraformed a toxic planet. As you did not complete any business partnerships, your criminal record will stay the same. Now we'll stuff you guys. We do hope that terraforming this planet changed you for the better, and that you now understand how something toxic can become something pure and enjoyable. Yes, like Sentinel Corp. This particular planet was important to us as it was part of our history. We are glad you cleaned it up. Sentinel Corp. Yeah, what nice people. And that's that. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I can deconstruct the extraction rocket now, because I don't need it. And we can start planning, because we still have a criminal record. So we need to try and erase that. And that means we are going to need the Interplanetary travel rocket. So we'll queue one of those up. And we're going to need a second launch platform, because we're going to go somewhere. So I'm going to double up on pretty much everything here. And hopefully I don't mess it up. So we're going to need energy multiplier fuses ×2. We're going to need the relevant quartzes. Rocket engines, pretty important. We've got the rods. Okay, let's sort this so we can see if we've got 2 of each. We didn't need the obsidian. And we still need the quasar. I'll grab 2 of those. Alright, let's go and build our first one. My hydration level is low. I'll sort that out in a mo. So, interplanetary travel rocket. 1 down. And according to the pinned stuff I have, I still have enough. So, what is this? Okay, it tells you which planets you can go to. I'm going to shove all of that. Let's just confirm again. I have everything I need to make another one. Perfect. So, this can all go in here. Oh, I don't need the obsidian yet. So, now I need another launch platform. So that's that one. Just pin that and then go and grab everything that we need for that platform. Did I select the correct one? I believe I did. Okay, I only need one of these. And the energy multiplier fuse, and that is everything. So I can come and drop that in right over here. Oh, I better sort out my water. Which reminds me, we need to take food, water, and probably some oxygen. Now, we probably don't need this much, but, you know, I'm taking it anyway. And then we'll need stuff to start building. So I'm going to take with what I need for a heater, T5, a drill T5. Yeah, I am a bit tight on space. I don't know if I'm taking the right stuff with. So we've got the heater T5 is done. We'll take a drill. So it needs 2 more rods and an osmium rod. I'm going to go and drop off what I can in the rocket. Yeah, not much. We'll get some food, some water, and some oxygen in the rocket. That gives me a bit more space. Now, I'm not going to be able to build any domes. So we can take what we need for a T3 veggie tube. Oh gosh, we're going to need power as well. Okay, power is more important. We can come back for the other stuff. In fact, I'm going to leave some food and water behind. Food doesn't go down as fast because we're going to kick this off with a bit of a bang. And I'm going to take some extra super alloy with. Let's see, is there anything else that's really urgent that I need? I don't think so. I mean, I could probably take a veggie tube, but I can pick up all that stuff. Maybe I'll take a piece of aluminium, and that'll kick the oxygen off. And I can always come back for miners. I'll take a little bit more super alloy because you can always use super alloy, and I suppose you can always use aluminium as well. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that much because I need to grab 1 golden seed at least. So there they are. 600% multiplier. That's in. So that'll be enough to get heat and pressure and oxygen started. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm going to need to probably drop some stuff when I get there just so that I can build the first compartment. Yeah, I think that's good. And I have everything that I need to come back. So let's hop up and yeah, where should we go? I'm thinking Prime, because that's the beginning. That's where our story started. Oh, the car. I didn't bring the car. Damn. I'm going to drop off oxygen. I'm going to drop off 2 oxygens because we don't really need the oxygen if we got our vehicle with us. So, yeah, thank you very much for the reminder, game. Let's have another look. We have everything that we need for all of this. Good. So, let's go to Planet Prime. No, hang on. Before I do that, let me save. There. Now we can go to Planet Prime. And yes. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, we have low power. Gosh, look where we landed. That's uncool. We're going to have to do a little starter base location thing. That means I'm going to have to drop some stuff on the ground. Well, not necessarily. Because I can put my vehicle down. And I have a base. I can pick up oxygen here. Here we go. I have food and water. And we can drive around. But first, let's build some stuff. So, we are going to build just temporarily. These are not going to be permanently here, but we can put down a heater and we can put down a big drill. I need 2 silicons and a magnesium, and that is easy enough. And we'll drop down a veggie tube right there and shove a plant into it. Good, now I've got space for stuff, so I'm going to need 3 titanium and 3 iron. And for now, we're going to put this container down there. We'll put a door on over this side. Oh, right, I forgot to pick up the stuff for the door. So, silicon, titanium, and iron. Shove the door on, hop inside, and power. We can just shoot in a corner somewhere right there. And that should kick us off. There we go. Blue sky in, oh, I don't know, about 5 seconds or so. Look at that. Just like that. And we've received the Interplanetary rocket thing. Cool. So now we can start sending resources between planets. We've achieved blue sky. Super quick time. And now we need to think about the plans on getting out of here when we need to get out of here. And that means I need to go and get the rest of the stuff out of this capsule. There we go. And I think we can remove the capsule. Yep. I don't think we get anything for it, but it's gone now. And then I can put down our escape rocket extraction platform right in there. And hop up and go and make the interplanetary travel rocket. And now we can escape and we can go back anytime we want. Now I had an extra piece of aluminium and I don't know what I wanted to do with it. Right, well it's all happened very quickly. I'll put a box down. We can store the stuff that we need in there. We'll add some food and water and oxygen. And there you go. We've unlocked backpack tier 7. Holy crud. Well, I'll have to go back to the other side to do that, but actually I don't see a reason why not. We're at 1.55 MTI on this one. That's awesome. Okay, now I may continue this playthrough. It could be fun, but it is pretty cool to be back on Prime. It's been a long time. But that is where I'm going to end this one. We finished with Toxicity, we've moved on to another planet, and we can pop back to Toxicity anytime we want. And everything's looking pretty good here already. So thank you very much for joining me in this series. It's been great. I appreciate the support and all the comments, and all the likes. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and let me know your comments. Let me know what you think of the DLC as we await the next free update from Miju Games on Planet Crafter, which, if things go according to the schedule that they've been sticking to, should be around June-ish, May or June. Appreciate all the support. Thanks so much, everybody. And until next time, cheers.